Hey guys, it's Jeremy. Welcome to Online Broadcast Blueprint, and may the 4th be with you. Happy Star Wars Day. Me and two of my boys went to a Star Wars marathon on Saturday. So we saw all three of the original Star Wars movies in one sitting. And guys, it's different in the theaters, right? Those of us that are old enough to remember, it's a different experience in theater. My boys had never seen the Star Wars movies in a theater. So yeah, it was cool. Anyways, I digress. I wanted to come on and make a video, and I want to thank viewer 1963 T Law, who posted a very interesting question to one of my videos. It was the video called Some Profitability Tips for Your Station. I posted it about 2 months ago. But he posted a video that I have been thinking about. And to be honest, I haven't really talked about it because I don't want to share the idea. But since 1963 T Law brought it up, let's go ahead and talk about it. I'd be interested to see what you think. His question is this. You guys know I'm all about hyper localization. I'm always talking about localize, hyper localize. And doggone it, I'm going to share another idea I have, which I shouldn't, but I'm going to share it. Because this hyper localization idea, it doesn't have to be applied to a geographic area. The same principles can be applied to a niche or niche if you're fancy, right? I'll just say it. Okay, one of the ideas I have is starting a station that targets veterans. Okay, just veterans. Obviously, if I target veterans, I have the whole country could be my oyster, right? But I'm doubling down on guys that are vets. So yeah, I'll play music, but I'll also have programming directed to vets. Maybe how to navigate the VA process, have shows on things like that, whatever. Just because the veteran community is near and dear to my heart. So that's one thing that's on my site. I have a full-time job, so I can't do all the stuff I want to do, right? But let's get to the question that 1963 T Law asked. He says, question, when it comes to zeroing in on a specific town or community, can it be done even if I don't live in that area or town? If I have access to news, weather, and sports, etc. for that region, can I still do it though I don't live there? Okay. And guys, again, this is something that I've thought about. Because if you got a model that works, right? If it's working in your little community and it's working for me, I'm not getting rich, but I turn a profit every month, right? From my little Radio Valley in rural northwestern Montana. Why not replicate that in other places? Could I do it? Theoretically, I totally think you can do it. And by the way, guys, I have a place in Montana, okay? But I live in Spokane, Washington. So I'm actually 2.5 hours away. But I'm in Montana, if not every weekend, every other weekend. And then in the summertime, I'll be there for a month at a time. And I've always, that's where my folks grew up. So I've got roots there. So though technically I don't actually live there, I'm there enough. I know a lot of people. I'm part of the community, right? But what 1963 T Law is talking about, what if I just pinpoint on the map an area? And they're all over, hundreds of areas that are underserved by traditional radio. What if I pinpoint that area and start a station for them? I think you could totally do it. Now, T-Law, you're probably upset that I'm talking about this on here, because if you and I were the only ones thinking about it, now other people might be thinking about it. Could you do it? I think you could. Now, I will say this, there would be challenges, because at least the way I approach Radio Valley is I'm there a lot. So when there are events, I'm there. I have a little banner. I set up a table. I have a banner with the QR code. So I'm set up there playing the station. And that helps. That's a big help. Now, could you still do it if you're not able to have a physical presence? I think you could. I think you could. I'd love to hear your thoughts. What do you think about that? I would love to hear someone who's maybe tried it or who will try it. Let us know how it goes. But I think you could do it. And guys, that's the secret. That's the secret to a successful business is find something that works and replicate it. Think about franchises. Think about McDonald's, right? McDonald's has them, and you could pick any. I just picked them because they're the first one I thought of. Think about any franchise. The whole idea of a franchise is I've got this model, this process that works. Let's just replicate it. So if you are making $500 a month from your little hyper localized station, replicate it. What if you had 5 stations making $500 a month? And that's being very conservative, but you get my point, right? Now, at some point, the law of diminishing returns comes in. At some point, it's just you don't have the capacity to manage 5 stations if you're only making $500 a month from each one, if that much. So, yeah, you got to do the calculus there. Is it worth it? But is it possible to do what T-Law asked about? I think it is. I think it is. And as I mentioned, I've thought about doing that. I'm limited in time because I have a real job, like most of you probably do. Now, in a few years when I'm retired, is that something I would pursue? I will definitely pursue my vet station idea. And here I am sharing it with you. So don't anyone else do it, right? But there's lots of opportunities, right? I approach this from an abundance mindset. That's why I do this channel. There is plenty of opportunity out there for all of us. I've got 285 subscribers. This is a tiny little channel, right? There's plenty of opportunity for any of us to hyper localize, to pick a place, hyper localize, pick a niche, hyper nicheify. I just made that up. Hyper nicheify. You could totally do that. I think it's doable. And I would love to hear your thoughts on that. Let me know. Also, I've got my email here. Shoot me an email if you have questions. I would love to interview any of you that are running stations, pick your brain, learn from you all. I think I've shared a couple times. Stu FM, my buddy up in BC, he goes live a lot, right? And so I want to pick his brain about how he does it live. He's got it set up I'm just learning this, guys. I'm learning it just like you. When I try and go live, I have major latency issues, going from radio DJ to stereo tools. And it's some of the way I have it set up, there's too much delay. I think it's probably just the way I'm monitoring. I'm thinking if I change the way I monitor, that would maybe help that. But my point is I've reached out to Stu and said, hey, I need to pick your brain about this. And that's what I hope to do with this channel and the Community Online Radio Network. Let me pop that up here too. If you're not a member of the Community Online Radio Network, or CORN, as we call it, on Facebook, join that. And you'll find there's a lot of very helpful people on that, in that group that know a lot more technically than I do. So join that group. We'd love to hear from you. Whatever your experience level is, maybe you haven't even started yet, we still want you in the group. And we still want to hear from you. You might have great ideas. That's the whole idea of this channel, of CORN. If you haven't checked out, and I'm not doing this to plug my station, but the reason I started this channel is I have a station that is profitable. I make money every month. Not a lot, but I make money every month. Some months I've made up to $1,200. Most months I'm around $500 or $600, right? So I'm not getting rich, but When I talk to other folks, that's a rare thing in internet radio because most guys aren't making money. So that's why I started the channel, to help you guys, or at least share the things that have worked for me in terms of making money with my online radio station. Doesn't mean I'm the best at all. In fact, there's several of you that when I listen to your stations, I think sound way better than mine, right? So there's a lot of expertise in the Corn group, folks watching this channel. This is a small but mighty audience, and there's a lot that we can learn from each other. And that's what it's all about, right? So share your thoughts in the comments. Join the Community Online Radio Network. Let's talk about stuff, and we can learn a lot from each other. Guys, it's been a while since I've been here. I mainly just wanted to check in, share this idea that 1963 T-Law brought up, something I've thought about, haven't pursued because I don't have time, but I think a guy could do it. I think it could be done. What are your thoughts? May the 4th be with you. All right. See you guys. Thanks for being here. Bye-bye.